Namaste and once again welcome back to another session of online mathematics class. Last class we have discussed increasing and decreasing functions and we have done some problems in exercise 6.2. And today we move on to the remaining part of exercise 6.2. Let me start with question number 11. So here the question is, prove that the function f given by f of x equal to x square minus x plus 1 is neither strictly increasing nor decreasing on open interval minus 1 comma 1. Okay, so we can take the function f of x is equal to x square minus x plus 1. Then we can find the derivative f dash of x equal to 2x minus 1. In order to find the intervals, we can equate this first derivative to 0. F dash of x equal to 0 implies 2x minus 1 equal to 0, which implies 2x equal to 1, x equal to 1 by 2. Now we can draw a number line as we have discussed in the last class, minus infinity infinity. Here we can mark 1 by 2. Okay, but here the domain is minus 1 comma 1, open interval minus 1 comma 1. So we have to take the values of x which belongs to open interval minus 1 comma 1 only. So we can reduce this interval to, here we can mark minus 1, here on plus 1. Okay, these two parts we can cancel. No need to discuss that part. Okay, because the domain is open interval minus 1 comma 1. So the intervals are minus 1 comma 1 by 2, open interval minus 1 comma 1 by 2 and 1 by 2 comma 1. Then sine of f dash of x, sine of f dash of x minus 1 comma 1 by 2. So in between these two numbers we can choose one number, minus 1 1 by 2, we can select 0. So when x equal to 0, here f dash of x is 2x minus 1, we can replace x by 0, 2 into 0 minus 1, which gives minus 1 less than 0. Okay, so here the sign of f dash of x is negative, which is less than 0. So the nature of the function, nature of f will be strictly decreasing. Since f dash of x is less than 0, we can conclude the function is strictly decreasing. Okay, then the next interval is 1 by 2 comma 1. Here also we can take one number which is more than 1 by 2 and less than 1. Here I take x is equal to 3 by 4. Okay, and when x is equal to 3 by 4, f dash of x is 2 into 3 by 4 minus 1. We can cancel 2 and 4, that is 3 by 2 minus 1, which gives 1 by 2. 3 minus 2 divided by 2, which is 1 by 2, it is positive. Okay, so plus, which is greater than 0. Therefore in 1 by 2 comma 1 the function is strictly increasing. Now we got in minus 1 comma 1 by 2 f is strictly decreasing and in open interval 1 by 2 comma 1 f is strictly increasing. Therefore in minus 1 comma 1, that means the entire interval, here we split minus 1 comma 1 into two intervals, minus 1 1 by 2 and 1 by 2 1. In minus 1 comma 1 by 2 f is decreasing and 1 by 2 1 f is increasing. So overall we cannot say the function is increasing or decreasing in minus 1 comma 1. So we can conclude in minus 1 comma 1 f is neither increasing nor decreasing. F is neither strictly increasing nor strictly decreasing. Okay, clear? Here the next question is, Which of the following functions are decreasing on open interval 0 pi by 2? There are 4 sub questions. A is cos x, B cos 2x, C cos 3x and D is tan x. We can discuss one by one. Take the first one. F of x is equal to cos x. We have to check whether the function is decreasing on open interval 0 pi by 2. So we can find f dash of x. F dash of x is equal to what? Minus sin x. Cos x derivative is minus sin x. And in 0 pi by 2. In 0 pi by 2 means in the first quadrant. That is in first quadrant, sin x is positive. All trigonometry functions are positive in first quadrant. So sin x is also positive. But here one negative sign is there. So minus into plus. Sin x value positive in 0 pi by 2. Here the sign is negative. So minus into plus. Minus into plus which gives what? Minus. So the overall sign of f dash of x is what? Negative. So we can write, therefore f dash of x is less than 0. So f is decreasing on open interval 0 comma pi by 2. Clear? Now the second one is cos 2x. B cos 2x. So let it be f of x and f dash of x is equal to minus sin 2x into 2, or we can write minus 2 sin 2x. Here the angle is 2x. So x belongs to 0 comma pi by 2 implies 2x belongs to, you can multiply by 2. 2 into 0 0, 2 into pi by 2 pi. That means the angle lies in 0 pi. Okay. So in 0 comma pi, 0 comma pi means it includes 2 quadrants. First quadrant as well as the second quadrant. Okay. 0 to pi. So in both the quadrant, sin x is positive. Okay. Here sin 2x. So we can write in 0 comma pi, sin 2x is positive, as sin x is positive in first and second quadrant. Okay, the angle lies in the first and second quadrant. So in 0 comma pi, sin 2x is positive. So here also negative number minus 2 negative into sin 2x positive, minus into plus. So the overall sign is what? Negative. Therefore f dash of x is less than 0. So f is decreasing on open interval 0 comma pi by 2. So the function f means cos 2x is decreasing on open interval 0 comma pi by 2. Understood? Now consider the third one. C f of x is equal to cos 3x. Here f dash of x is equal to minus sin 3x into 3, or we can write minus 3 sin 3x. So here the angle is 3x. So when x belongs to 0 comma pi by 2 implies 3x belongs to 3 into 0 0, 3 into pi by 2 3 pi by 2. Okay, 0 3 pi by 2 means the angle is in first, second or the third quadrant. First, second or in the third quadrant. As we know, in the first quadrant sin x is positive, second quadrant sin x positive, but in the third quadrant sin x is negative. Therefore sin 3x can be positive or negative as the angle is in first, second and third quadrant. Okay, therefore f dash of x can be positive or negative. Therefore f is neither increasing nor decreasing on open interval 0 comma pi by 2. Okay, next consider the last one, tan x. F of x is equal to tan x and f dash of x is equal to derivative of tan x, it is sec square x. Clearly it is greater than 0 as it is a square. Okay, if sec x is positive or negative, it doesn't matter because here it is a square, sec square x. So clearly f dash of x is greater than 0. Therefore f is increasing on open interval 0 pi by 2. Our question is, which of the following functions are decreasing on 0 comma pi by 2? Here we got a and b, that means cos x and cos 2x are decreasing on 0 pi by 2 and cos 3x is neither increasing nor decreasing on 0 pi by 2 and tan x is increasing on 0 comma pi by 2. So hence we can conclude, hence f of x is equal to cos x and f of x is equal to cos 2x are decreasing on open interval 0 comma pi by 2. Okay, now we move on to the next question. On which of the following intervals is the function f given by f of x is equal to x raised to 100 plus sin x minus 1 decreasing? Here 4 options are given. First one is 0 comma 1, open interval 0 1, then open interval pi by 2 pi, open interval 0 pi by 2 and D none of these. We can check one by one. So f of x is equal to x raised to 100 plus sin x minus 1. First we can take the derivative f dash of x equal to 100 into x raised to 99 then plus cos x. Okay, then take the first interval, open interval 0 comma 1. So this is a positive quantity, open interval 0 1. So if you replace x by any values in between 0 and 1, you will get a positive answer. So we can write in 0 comma 1, the first term x raised to 99 is greater than 0 and cos x is also greater than 0. Okay, therefore f dash of x is greater than 0 in open interval 0 comma 1. So we can conclude, so f is increasing on open interval 0 comma 1. In 0 comma 1 f is an increasing function. Okay, now we can take the second one, b is equal to open interval pi by 2 comma pi. Here also we can check term by term. So in pi by 2 comma pi, x raised to 99, 100 into x raised to 99. So 100 into x raised to 99 will be greater than 100. Okay, it is a positive quantity, pi by 2 to pi, and we take the 99th power of that quantity. Okay, and multiply with 100. So clearly it will be a multiple of 100, so that will be greater than 100. Okay, and cos x, the value of cos x. So here pi by 2 pi, we know cos pi by 2, cos 90 is 0 and cos pi is equal to minus 1. That means the value of cos x lies between minus 1 and 0. Minus 1 less than cos x less than 0. So here we can write f dash of x is equal to 100 x raised to 99 plus cos x will be greater than 100 x raised to 99 is greater than 100, then plus The value of cos x lies between minus 1 and 0. So we can write a negative number. Since it is less than 0, the value is negative. Okay. So a negative number greater than minus 1. A negative number which is greater than minus 1. Minus 1 less than cos x less than 0. That means the value of cos x is more than minus 1 and less than 0. Okay. So it will be greater than 0. So hence we can conclude, hence f is increasing on open interval pi by 2 comma pi. Okay. Now the third one is open interval 0 pi by 2, or f dash of x is what? 100 x raised to 99 then plus cos x. In 0 comma pi by 2, 100 x raised to 99. So 0 pi by 2, it is a positive quantity. So we can write x raised to 99 is greater than 0 and cos x. Here 0 pi by 2 means the angle lies in the first quadrant, and we know in first quadrant all the trigonometry functions are positive. So clearly cos x is greater than 0. So overall we can write f dash of x is greater than 0. Therefore f is increasing on open interval 0 comma pi by 2. So in all the three cases we got f is an increasing function. So our correct choice is none of these. Okay. Our question is, on which of the following intervals is the function f given by f of x equal to x raised to 100 plus sin x minus 1 decreasing. Hence option D is the right answer. Understood? Now we move on to question number 14. For what values of a, the function f given by f of x equal to x square plus ax plus 1 is increasing on closed interval 1 comma 2. So here f of x is equal to x square plus ax plus 1 and f dash of x is equal to 2x plus a. We have f is increasing on closed interval 1 comma 2. F is increasing on closed interval 1 comma 2. Therefore f dash of x is greater than 0 on open interval 1 comma 2. By the theorem we can say f dash of x is greater than 0 on open interval 1 comma 2, since f is increasing on closed interval 1 comma 2. Clear? Here the domain is 1 comma 2. So x belongs to 1 comma 2 implies 1 less than x less than 2. Okay. We can multiply the inequality by 2. Multiplying by 2, we get 2 less than 2x less than 2 2's are 4. Okay. Now adding a in the inequality, adding small letter a. Okay. So 2 plus a less than 2x plus a less than 4 plus a, which implies 2 plus a is less than 2x plus a. What is 2x plus a? It is f dash of x. So f dash of x less than 4 plus a. Clear? Here the question is, for what values of a the function f given by f of x equal to x square plus ax plus 1 is increasing on 1 comma 2, closed interval 1 comma 2. That means we have to find the value of a. So f dash of x is greater than 0 implies, here 2 plus a cannot be negative since f is increasing. Okay, here we got the range of f dash of x, 2 plus a less than f dash of less than 4 plus a. 2 plus a cannot be negative since f is an increasing function. Okay. So f dash of x greater than 0 implies we can take the value 2 plus a. 2 plus a is greater than 0, and which implies a is greater than minus 2. So our answer is a is greater than minus 2. The value of a must be greater than minus 2. Clear? Here the next question is, let I be any interval disjoint from minus 1, 1. Prove that the function f given by f of x is equal to x plus 1 by x is increasing on I. So f of x is equal to x plus 1 by x, and f dash of x is equal to derivative of x is 1 and derivative of 1 by x, it's minus 1 by x square. We can cross multiply x square minus 1 divided by x square. Now f dash of x equal to 0 implies x square minus 1 divided by x square is equal to 0, and x square minus 1 is equal to 0, x square is equal to 1, x equal to plus or minus 1. Root of 1, that will be equal to plus or minus 1. Now we can draw a number line. Here minus infinity, infinity, then plus or minus 1, that is minus 1 plus 1, and it is given I be any interval disjoint from closed interval minus 1, 1. So we have to consider the interval disjoint from minus 1, 1. Okay, so no need to consider this interval. We can take the intervals minus infinity to minus 1, minus infinity, minus 1, and 1 to infinity. Okay, and sine of f dash of x, then nature of f. So we can consider the first interval minus infinity, minus 1. Take a number which is less than minus 1. We can take x equal to minus 2. So when x equal to minus 2, we can check the sine of f dash of x. If we put here, we get minus 2 square, 4. 4 minus 1 by 4, it is 3 by 4, which is greater than 0. So positive, which is greater than 0. Therefore, the function is increasing. Okay, it is increasing. And the next interval is 1 comma infinity. So we can take one value which is more than 1. Let it be 3, x equal to 3. So here f dash of x is x square minus 1, 3 square, 3 square is 9, 9 minus 1 divided by 3 square is 9. So 8 by 9, which is also greater than 0. So positive, which is greater than 0. You can take any number and check out. Okay. So here also the function is increasing. So in minus infinity, minus 1, f is increasing, and 1 comma infinity also f is increasing. So we can conclude the function f is increasing on I. I means the interval which is disjoint from closed interval minus 1 comma 1. So therefore we can conclude, therefore f is increasing on capital I. Understood? Now we move on to question number 16. It's a very easy question. Prove that the function f given by f of x equal to log sin x is increasing on 0 pi by 2 and decreasing on pi by 2 pi. So f of x is equal to log sin x. You can find the derivative f dash of x equal to log x derivative 1 by x. So here 1 by sin x into chain rule, derivative of sin x, and it is cos x. So cos x by sin x, cot x. So f dash of x equal to cot x. First interval is 0 pi by 2. So in 0 pi by 2, that means in the first quadrant. In first quadrant, all trigonometric functions are positive. So cot x is also positive. So f dash of x is greater than 0. Therefore f is increasing on open interval 0 pi by 2. Now the second interval is pi by 2 pi. So in pi by 2 comma pi, that means in the second quadrant. In second quadrant, cot x is negative. Okay. So f dash of x is less than 0, therefore f is decreasing on open interval pi by 2 comma pi. Clear? Now the next question is, prove that the function f given by f of x equal to log modulus cos x is decreasing on 0 pi by 2 and increasing on 3 pi by 2 comma 2 pi. So in 0 comma pi by 2, that means in the first quadrant, cos x is greater than 0, cos x is positive, so we can change the modulus sign. So f of x can be written as log cos x, okay, since cos x is greater than 0 in the first quadrant. And we can take the derivative f dash of x equal to 1 by cos x into derivative of cos x minus sin x. So it becomes minus tan x. Now we have to check the sign of f dash of x in first quadrant. So in 0 pi by 2 or in first quadrant, tan x is positive, but here on minus sign. So minus into plus. Minus into plus is what? Minus, which is less than 0. So f dash of x is less than 0. Therefore f is decreasing on 0 pi by 2. Okay. Now the second part is in 3 pi by 2 comma 2 pi, that is in the fourth quadrant. So in fourth quadrant also cos x is positive, that is in fourth quadrant cos x is greater than 0, so we can change this modulus sign. F of x is equal to log cos x, and f dash of x is equal to 1 by cos x into minus sin x, that is minus tan x. Now check the sign of f dash of x. Here the angle is in fourth quadrant, so in 3 pi by 2 comma 2 pi, in fourth quadrant tan x is negative, and here one more negative sign. So negative into negative, minus into minus is what? Plus, which is greater than 0. So we can write f dash of x is greater than 0. Therefore f is increasing on open interval 3 pi by 2 comma 2 pi. Understood? Now we move on to question number 18. Prove that the function given by f of x equal to x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 100 is increasing in R. That means increasing in the set of real numbers. So f dash of x is equal to x cube derivative 3x square, then minus 3x square, that is 6x, then plus 3. Here we can take on 3 common, 3 into x square minus 2x plus 1. So 3 into, this can be written as x minus 1 the whole square. If we expand using a minus b the whole square, we get this one. X square minus 2ab, 2 into x into 1, 2x, then plus 1 square, that is 1. Here 3 is a positive quantity and x minus 1 the whole square. X minus 1 the whole square is always positive because it is a square. If we put any value instead of x, we got the value as positive. Okay. If we put x is equal to 1, we get the answer as 0. In all other situation, we will get a value which is more than 0. So we can write which is greater than or equal to 0 for all x belongs to R. R means a set of all real numbers. Therefore we can conclude f is increasing in the set of real numbers R. Okay. Now we move on to the last question in this exercise, and it is the interval in which y equal to x square into e raised to minus x is increasing is option A, open interval minus infinity infinity, option B minus 2 0, option C 2 infinity, and option D 0 comma 2. Okay, so y is equal to x square into e raised to minus x. We can find the first order derivative y dash. So here the product of two functions, we can apply product rule. X square into derivative of e raised to minus x, and it is e raised to minus x into minus 1. Then plus e raised to minus x into derivative of first function, x square derivative 2x. Now we can take on x e raised to minus x common. So the remaining is here on minus sign and on x. So minus x, then plus 2. Or we can write x e raised to minus x into 2 minus x. Now we can equate it to 0. Y dash is equal to 0 implies x e raised to minus x into 2 minus x is equal to 0. Here e raised to minus x need not be 0, which implies x equal to 0 or 2 minus x equal to 0. That is x equal to 0 or x equal to 2. So these are the values of x. So we can find the intervals minus infinity, infinity, then 0 and 2. And mark the numbers 0, 2. So the intervals are minus infinity, comma 0, 0, comma 2, and 2, comma infinity. Sign of f dash of x, then nature of the function f. So here the intervals are minus infinity 0, 0, 2, and 2 comma infinity. Consider the first interval minus infinity 0. So let us take one number in between minus infinity and 0. Let it be minus 1, x equal to minus 1, a number which is less than 0. Okay, and we can put it y dash is equal to minus 1 into e raised to minus x, minus of minus 1, it is plus 1, then 2 minus x, 2 minus minus 1, 2 plus 1. Okay, that is minus e into 3. So clearly it is less than 0. So negative, less than 0, decreasing. Okay. Now take the next interval 0, 2, and in between 0 and 2 we can take the number 1. So y dash is equal to x into e raised to minus x, 1 into e raised to minus 1 into 2 minus 1. So here also we can write e raised to minus 1 can be written as 1 by e, 2 minus 1 is 1, so it is greater than 0. So positive, greater than 0, increasing. And take the next interval 2 to infinity. In 2 comma infinity we can take on number. So I take 3, x equal to 3, and y dash is equal to x e raised to minus x, that is 3 e raised to minus 3, 2 minus 3. So 3 into e raised to minus 3 can be written as 1 by e cube, 2 minus 3 is minus 1, so less than 0. So negative, less than 0, so it is decreasing. So we can conclude in 0, 2 the function is increasing. So option D is the right answer, 0, 2, open interval 0, 2. Understood? So this finishes the topic increasing and decreasing functions as well as the exercise 6.2. So thanks for watching. Thank you.